welcome back, Piledhighgarage. Back here working on the 87, as you can see. I've actually got to do the complete fuel system to make this thing reliable. So I ordered in all new fuel pump, fuel lines, all fittings, and a fuel cell to mount underneath the bed on this one. I went with Evil Energy. I've seen some reviews on their stuff. I don't know much about it yet, but it all looks pretty nice and the price was great. So hopefully it all works out good. Got the painting done on it. So kind of letting that cure up before we move into putting that back together, but I can start getting this all mocked up and all the lines ran and make sure I don't need to order anything else. So yeah, come along and we'll get this thing thrown in here. All right, just taking a quick look at this. Looks like we're gonna have to remove this here crossbar, which I think it was part of the old spare tire bracket, so not really structural, just one rivet on each side. So I'll get that torched out of there. I am gonna have to move this brake line bracket. I'll probably just move it back. Might shorten this line, that way it's a little cleaner, and bring it back there. The other thing I'm noticing is there's not a ton of room on these short beds between here and the differential. So I might have to notch in this bed support so I can get that fuel cell pushed up in there a little farther so it's not hanging so low. But we'll see. It's not gonna be fun to do that, but if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. So.
Okay, it's in place.
Yep, got the bed support cut out so I could get it tucked up in there farther, just trying to get it centered up in the truck. Where it's sitting I do like.
Yeah, let me give you guys a better view.
So
You can kind of see where it's sitting in here. Yeah, look at that. It's a good spot. It is going to make working on the rear end a little harder, but we're not going to talk about that.
Hopefully we don't have to get that.
We can just take it back down if we have to. So right now our debates are universal tank straps or custom fab some across the tank brackets or do brackets in all four corners. We will do something.
One thing I need to do is pull the thermostat out of this car. Drove the other day, noticed it was still getting a little warm, so I'm going to pull that thermostat out. I don't remember what temperature thermostat I put in this, so I'm going to pull that out, take a look at that, make sure it looks like it's actually opening, all that good stuff, and so that we can just make sure this thing's going to run nice and cool for us while we're on the trip.
Back working on the 87. Had to pull away from this for a couple days, but while he's working on getting the cooling system straightened out on his car, I'm gonna continue working on the fuel system on this. I got the bed bracing mostly cut out, but I still gotta finish just a little bit, and it's out of the way, and then I can start mocking stuff up the rest of the way.
I have to go past this, you know, and go like this way.
What are we gonna hook to on this side?
Just go past it and go and put a carriage bolt.
Through the bed?
Yeah. Put a tab, bend this, put it up there, drill a hole. Same thing on that side, and just run their straps this way.
Probably better, and support it better.
I think it's everything we can do. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Is it pretty good?
It's pretty good. The front side needs to come to the left. What do we got? Like 3/16 of an inch. Oh, hey, look at that guy. How you doing? Okay. So. What?
What you doing over there, bud?
What up, everybody? How's it going?
How's that recording?
Will's currently slicing and dicing some rubber blocks. This is the garage that I don't own but come to. That's this truck for Power Tour.
Alright, I gotta get, because I gotta go get salsa.
Bye, Trent.
Salsa?
Yeah, it's taco night, so. This Monday, screwed everything up.
Every night should be taco night.
Yeah.
Not burrito night.
Not burrito.
That's an inside joke for you people that you won't get.
Inside jokes.
There you go. That's
Love
all.
to be
That's
part of one day.
That's very true.
All right, we've got our thermostat out of here. One thing I did want to try and show you guys, and maybe kind of hard to see on camera, but here's our thermostat. I'm going to show you this here. So if you watch kind of right up in this, up in there, I'm going to heat this thing up just so you can kind of see how one of these operate. All right, I'm going to apply some heat to the bottom side of this so that you can start to see this thing open up. And there it goes. See how we've got light passing through there now after heating that up. So that's a good way of testing to actually see and make sure that that thing is opening up. Then you can watch it as it cools down. Make sure that it doesn't get stuck in any way. But you can see that it is pulled down and flowing through there. Okay, we are losing the light. And by losing, I mean we've already lost it. That's all right. Okay, we'll let those tack up. Slap this on there so we can pull it inside.
Got it mounted in there, hopefully for the final time. Insulation in between the straps, bolted down through each bracket there. But yeah, plenty of space between the carrier housing, so should work good. Now to start plumbing it. Okay, so this is kind of the idea I've come up with. So this is the fuel pump. Built this little simple bracket here, mounts to the frame, mounts to that. Should be tucked good enough to where it's not going to get damaged. Just need to plumb it over here. Got to figure out where to mount this first filter at. There's a pre-filter and then there's a post-filter after the pump. So trying to figure out what's going to work best. Probably back here somewhere, just not sure where yet. All right, we're back at Piledhighgarage. Getting close to time for leaving for Power Tour. I'm actually planning on going to a buddy's place, and he's got a mobile sandblaster, so we can sandblast this tailgate. And then we got a cool wrap that we're gonna actually do on just the tailgate. So that'll be fun. So we'll take you along and see how bad we can mess this up. right, we're back at the shop. I got the tailgate sandblasted. Big shout out to Weston, buddy Weston. He let us use his sandblasting rig and made that way faster because there was a ton of body filler on this. So, but body work's not going to be perfect on this because I plan on replacing this tailgate eventually with one that still has the factory indentation here. But we got a cool wrap picked out, and I'm gonna get this thing wrapped before Hot Rod Power Tour, so that'll be super nice. Got a little bit of work to do on it, and I'm supposed to get that wrapped this week. So, but again, appreciate you, Weston. Made this way easier. Thanks.
And we're back a couple days later, continuing to work on the cooling system here on the Galaxy. We just got some new parts in here from our faithful friends over at Speedway Motors. And we have got some new fans that we're going to put in here. So I got some high flow fans. I did some research because I couldn't quite remember on what my old cooling fan setup was in this car. Turns out the 16-inch fan that I got in here was actually only a 1600 CFM fan. So the radiator size on this is kind of small. It's only 16 by 24. So my plan with it is I am going to put one of these on the radiator as a pull. This puts out, or this fan rating here is 2075 CFM. And then I'm also going to go ahead and put a second one as a push on the front side of the radiator. So we're going to do a push-pull setup on it. I'm hoping I can get maybe somewhere around the 3000 CFM. I don't know, wishful thinking, junkyard math. Maybe I can get 100% efficiency out of the pull fan, seeing as we're basically going to remove the resistance of the radiator by having a pusher. And then maybe I can get 50% efficiency out of the pusher. I don't know. We're going to try it out though. So we're going to go ahead and get these things thrown on. William's on the other side of the shop working on his truck, working on the tailgate, which we'll show that to you guys probably right as we're leaving for the Power Tour, but you'll definitely see it on the Power Tour videos. We've got kind of a cool idea, neat idea that we're doing on that. So he's over working on the tailgate. Still got his fuel system to finish up. Unfortunately, some of our parts got delayed a little bit, so we don't have all of those in tonight, but we will have them first thing in the morning, thankfully. But we've already got the fuel cell mounted and pump mounted and the filter mounted and the regulator mounted, all that good stuff, but we're missing just a few other things. So anyway, let's get to work. So through the awesome 21st century thing known as movie magic, it appears that this is the first time I've put this in. It's not. It's the second time. Turns out when you're running a pusher and a puller setup on these fans, some of them have you go ahead and reverse the fan blade of the pusher fan. So I figured that out right when I got to about this point the first time. Had them all put together. I was actually checking for amp draw on these fans, and I realized that it said pusher mode and puller mode, and then I looked into that and it says it right there. You go ahead and flip the fan blade. So I did that. Reverse threads, by the way, in case you were wondering. But anyway, it's back in now, so no big deal. Okay, and just like that, we're ready. It's Friday night. We leave out of here Sunday morning to head up to Power Tour. We got everything, I think, ready. So we are going to, tomorrow, Saturday, we just got to get stuff packed up. We've got, like, I don't know, 5 totes full of stuff that we're taking with us that we can give away to any of you guys that might be on the Power Tour with us. And then other than that, we just got to finish packing up some clothes pack up some sort of toolbox. We've got some spare parts we need to load up as a just in case, and then we'll get on the road. So we'll be leaving out of here Sunday morning. Looking forward to getting up there and enjoying some drive around time. So been quite a few late nights and long days trying to get everything done and ready to take off. There's always stuff that goes awry right before you're about to leave, but I think we got most of those things sorted out, and yeah, like I said, we're ready to take off. So William's out at actually another car show in his truck right now, taking it for some test miles and driving it around, stuff like that. But for now, we're gonna go home, get some rest, and then we'll be back at it tomorrow, getting things packed up and then heading out. So for now, here in the garage, that's it. We'll see you guys on Sunday.